So it's been about a month since I last had an update on my drawing, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram, because I took a week off in beginning of August to travel to California to see some family and just have fun. And that was a pretty fun experience because I used to live there when I was in middle school and I had some pretty good memories from there. Even though I don't really talk to any of the people back there, it's still nice to go back and see everything again. But before I left, I actually tried a ghost time lapse, which is basically showing only a drawing and not me drawing itself. It sounds pretty impossible, but I'm gonna show you what I did here. So basically what I did for the video was I would draw or erase a couple lines to make it look like something has changed and then move out of the frame, and every 5 or 10 seconds or so I will take a picture, and in the end I put those pictures together in the video to create a time lapse from that. And I think at the end it took about 150 pictures or so, and that was mostly because my camera ran out of battery. So in the future I would like to experiment with that a little bit more and try to make it a little bit longer to see the full effect of what it could do. I've said this many times, but after this piece, I'm definitely going back to smaller pieces because the burnout from drawing a really big piece for an extremely long period of time is definitely getting to me a little bit, especially when I'm working with some really big parts of the drawing, kind of like right here. It's really difficult to figure it out and just know where to proceed and where to go next from that. I think I've run into that problem many times before in my old drawings where I start a really big area, whether it's the skin tone or the hair, and it's just there's no really clear direction of how to get that effect and make it look as realistic as possible. You know, it's not a really high contrast area like the ears right here where it's just basically black and white and some shading. There's a lot of stuff to figure out, like little details, little tiny marks that you have to make it look good, and I usually achieve that over time by just doing a lot of layers, erasing, putting on new marks, new drawings, and eventually getting it down. But in the beginning stages it's really frustrating because it's really fuzzy and you can't really see what it's going to become. Now I have no doubt that I'll eventually figure it out, but right now it's just really frustrating because I have no doubt that I'll eventually figure it out, but right now in this stage it's pretty frustrating just because I see a lot of work to be done, but I don't really know how to go about it. And I'm sure that's a problem many artists have. So I think going back to smaller pieces and just actually being able to visualize the progress that you're making is going to be really important for me in the future. So that was a really fast sneak peek of the vlogs that I'm going to do for next week and when I plan to write on scripts. And I did a day in the life of an artist video for TikTok a couple of days ago for a video game sponsor. So kind of in that video talking about like how I plan everything ahead, how I write the scripts, and how I plan every single thing that I have to do and every shot out, so it makes the day go by a lot easier. I don't have to constantly go back and check what I have to do, what I have to say, and just basically working off a checklist like, okay, just do this, do this. So that definitely makes it a lot easier, and I've been really focusing on new filming techniques and just making the image and the video look better. And I think that's more of a personal thing, because I know for artists, as an artist to grow on social media, I think it's really important to focus on your works, and your works are the most important thing. But as an artist, I want to make everything of mine as good as possible, and that means the video too. So figuring out like how to shoot the lighting is really fun to me, and it's something that I'm working on too. So getting back into the drawing workflow is a thing that I'm working on right now too, because it's taking a lot longer than I expected, and just a lot of new things that I'm experimenting with, whether it's the materials or different textures that I have never tried before. So that's really a challenge of itself, and the size of it is definitely a big factor as well in what's taking so long. So I hope to get back to the productive workflow and try to finish it as soon as possible, hopefully before the end of the year. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching my vlogs. It really is a nice way to kind of vent and talk about my personal problems and what I'm encountering in my drawing, to kind of educate others and just give me a place to speak to my drawing life as well as my personal one. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.